Hey guys, Attack 5508 here, back again with AJM2213.
G'day!
And we're going to be predicting some more Premier League, game week 3. Yeah. So before we get predicting, we need to predict, we'll go over last week's results and what happened. So yeah, a couple games happened. Swansea, Man United, we both got a point. Bournemouth, I got a point against Watford. Both got points for Leicester, Brighton. We both got points for Liverpool, Crystal Palace. Adam got a point for Southampton, West Ham. He got a point for Huddersfield, Newcastle, and I got one for Tottenham and Chelsea. So that leaves us both on 5 points, which is 10 points overall, so 10-10. So the first game of this week, we have got Bournemouth up against Manchester City. Adam, I'll let you speak for a bit. What do you think of this one?
Okay, so I think Manchester City are going to win this one. Bournemouth have started off with 2 losses. Yeah. Man City are undefeated still. I think they're going to beat Bournemouth 3-1.
Alright, understandable. I also agree Bournemouth are not doing too well at the moment. I've gone with Manchester City 2, Bournemouth 1. I think they should get the win.
So the next game we have in this match week is Crystal Palace versus Swansea. And last time these two sides met, it was a 4-5 encounter, an absolute thriller, mate.
Yes.
But this time I've gone with a 2-1 win for Swansea over Crystal Palace. I think the ball will struggle and maybe get fired this season, and Crystal Palace aren't very good this season. Swansea aren't that great either, but I think they're a bit better than Crystal Palace.
Okay, interesting. I have gone with 1-1. Again, Crystal Palace missing options at the front and weren't very good against Liverpool attacking-wise. Swansea missing Sigurdsson, missing Llorente. I think Llorente's injured or whatever. So yeah, I think these two will cancel each other out, 1-1. Next game of this game week, we have got Huddersfield up against Southampton. Huddersfield doing really good at the moment. 2 wins from 2. No team has gotten a 100% win record. Only Huddersfield, mate, in the Premier League. So Huddersfield are doing pretty well. And Southampton, Liverpool's B team, they're doing alright. Adam, what are you saying?
Aren't Man United 2 from 2?
Yes, but we're talking about all time here. Have you won every single Premier game ever that you've played? No. But Huddersfield have, he said.
Understand.
So what do you think? You reckon Huddersfield will maintain the streak here?
I think they will maintain the streak, and I know quite a bit about streaks.
Yes.
But yeah, Huddersfield will maintain the streak. They're going to beat Southampton 1-0.
1-0, alright. I've gone for 2-2 draw here. I think the streak will end just like you.
Ooh.
I reckon Southampton will get a couple goals. Gabby Adini maybe. Huddersfield, I like to look at Aaron Moy. He did score a banger of a goal. But yeah, 2-2 for this one.
So now we have the game that's on SBS for us Australians, free to watch. We have Newcastle versus West Ham, and Newcastle are struggling right now, as are West Ham, both 2 from 2 in losses right now. And I think West Ham are going to win this one. Newcastle don't have much going forward. Chicharito did play well last game. They will be missing Arnautovic though, but I still think West Ham are going to win. I'm going to go with 3-1.
3-1. Alright, interesting. I've gone with Newcastle 1, West Ham 1. I think both these teams are going to be fighting to not get relegated at the end of the season, at this rate anyway. West Ham, Chicharito did play well, although I don't think he's going to play as well this game. And as for Newcastle, I don't think they'll be doing much either. I've gone with another 1-1, another draw. Next game, we have got Watford up against the newly promoted Brighton. Adam, what do you reckon, mate?
Okay, so Watford have impressed me so far to start off the season. They finished 1 place above the relegation zone. But this season they've started well with the draw against Liverpool and the win against Bournemouth. I think they're going to continue their little win streak or little undefeated streak they've got going here. I think they're going to beat Brighton 2-0. Brighton are going to struggle a lot this season.
Yes.
So yeah, 2-0.
2-0. Alright, Watford, again, they look very good. I watched them against Liverpool. They were nice. And their new manager, Marco Silva, I reckon he's done a pretty good job. And yeah, I reckon they'll beat Brighton 2-0.
So now we have my boys, the Red Devils, up against Leicester City, champions from 2 seasons ago. And J-Mo, what do you think about this one?
Alright, Man United looked very, very good in their opening 2 games. And they're just going to be looking even better with Ibrahimovic, right?
Yeah.
If everything goes to plan, no.
Yes, that is true.
Yes, Leicester, one of the most ballsy teams I know, sacking Ranieri last season. We didn't talk about that much, but yeah, that was very ballsy. They brought back in Shakespeare. But I think Manchester United will have a field day up against Leicester's defence. I will probably... Yeah, I'm going to go with Man United 4, Leicester 0. What about
Really?
you, mate?
Alright, that's interesting. I think we'll concede this one. I've gone with Manchester United 3, Leicester City 1.
Alrighty, so next fixture we have got Chelsea up against Everton, the reigning champions.
Big fixture.
Yes, a good fixture.
Yeah.
Not as big as the one next though.
Oh.
But yeah, I reckon Chelsea, reigning champions, they will probably do alright. I reckon Morata, he hasn't hit the ground running yet, but I reckon he'll score a brace here. For Everton, they've made a lot of signings. They didn't replace Lukaku, but made lots of good signings. I reckon some of them will contribute and score here. I'm going with Chelsea 2, Everton 2 in a pretty good game.
I reckon you've brought up a good point there. It should be a very good game.
Yes.
However, I've gone with a win for someone here, and it's going to be a win for Chelsea.
Okay.
They did it very well against Tottenham last game. Marcus Alonso did do very well.
Yes.
But I have gone with a Chelsea 3-2 victory over Everton. Yeah. Here we are. It is the biggest fixture of the Premier League season. It is the almighty West Bromwich Albion versus Stoke City in what may be the biggest match ever between these two clubs. You know why, JMO?
Why?
Because Peter Crouch is going to score 3 goals and Rondon's going to score 3 goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Peter Crouch will score 3 overhead kicks.
Ah.
Yes, just like you, mate. Just like you! Yeah! And, yeah. Well, I don't know what you've predicted, but I've gone with West Brom 3, Stoke City 3, and in a thriller of a game. What have you gone on?
I've gone with actually a West Brom 1-0 victory. I think they're going to
Okay.
pull off another Tony Poole's victory over Stoke City
yes.
this time.
Next game, we have the Crystal Palace beaters, Liverpool, up against the beaters of the Stoke City. Oh, wait. Arsenal.
That was harsh.
I know, that was very harsh. They played really, really, really good, but they couldn't finish, mate.
Yeah.
So, Liverpool, Arsenal. I have gone with Liverpool 2, Arsenal 1. I think with the inclusion of Sanchez, Arsenal will score and do a lot better, considering our defence, as they did against Stoke. I reckon they'll do a lot better then. But Liverpool, you just got... Arsenal's defence are just as bad as Liverpool's. And you've got Mane and Salah running at you with speed. Monreal, Koscielny, they're gonna crumble, mate. They're gonna fall, like, into pieces, you know? Twin towers falling, you know what I'm saying?
I see.
So I'm going to go Liverpool 2, Arsenal 1, I reckon. And plus, Liverpool do play well against the bigger clubs, so I reckon we'll do well here.
I do agree with the points you made. I think it's going to be a carbon copy of the scoreline from last season's Liverpool v Arsenal home game.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 3-1 to Liverpool over Arsenal. So, for the final match of game week number 3, we have Tottenham Hotspur versus Burnley. And, JMO, you called it.
Yeah, I called it. I called that Tottenham would crumble at Wembley. I think Wembley is too big of a stadium for them, both in the way they play and the club, how big they are. Wembley's too big for them. And that showed against the Chelsea, the reigning champions. So, yeah, I reckon they should do alright here against Burnley. I think they should still win. I'm going with Tottenham 1, Burnley 0.
Okay, that's interesting. I have gone with a draw this one.
Okay.
I've gone with Tottenham 1, Burnley 1, and Harry Kane is still not going to score because he doesn't score in August.
Yes. So that's all the games from the third week of the Premier League. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am here with AJM2213. Go check out his channel. And yeah, so we'll see you guys next week. And yeah, peace.